Hey there YouTube, it's your boy Lipid out here with another Fronttuber log reaction. These are the clips for today. Let's get right into it, shall we? Hit it. But I'm not gonna lie, we have so many videos in the backlog, so many clips in the backlog. It's just cinema, you feel me? Alright, what do we have first? Crelly realizes she's still a furry while ranting about... Okay. Alright, Crelly, what did you get up to for 3 weeks, huh?
Can you use butter as lube or nah?
I'm questioning so many things right now, you feel me?
I've definitely seen it done before in fan fiction. I've definitely, I definitely think...
Sorry, Crelly. I'm saving myself for VOD, Crelly.
Alright, who cares?
Crazy.
Bro, VOD Crelly, what's the fucking difference? If you go back far enough, then I was a less good streamer. I was less talkative. I was literally unambiguously less of a good streamer, which, by the way, I did not think anybody was gonna give a shit when I enlisted all of my old VODs, but the outcry has been completely unexpected from when because I privated all of my old VODs from like way back, and the only real reason for that is because... Hold on, I have to burp. The thing is, what if I were to show you, you have a friend, his name is George, and your friend George has a body cam, and he's had a body cam every single day of your friendship for the past 8 years, and you haven't known this. George has been secretly recording every single interaction that you've ever had from the time that you knew him in middle school to the time that you are now as an adult. And George has been recording these intimate body cam videos of you and your friends interacting, and sometimes you just speaking to yourself in a room and keeping those to himself. Now, would you rather George picked a hangout from the middle school lunch table, or would you to show his family on Thanksgiving, or would you rather George pick D&D night from like 30 minutes ago? Probably 30 minutes ago. Less embarrassing, I would probably say. You understand? Don't say middle school. Don't say middle school, because you know it depends on which is funnier. Nobody's funny in middle school. It is the worst period of time.
Somehow I agree with her on that.
School, you are resigned to being horrible. You're annoying. You fail. I was. Do you see this? Do you see? You can't say you were funny. It's not a choice you get to make. Okay, saying you're funny is not something that you get. You have to be given the title of funny. I was not funny in middle school. I was annoying. I was horrible. And that's okay, because that's your time. I think middle school is used to get all of your annoying out and figure out how annoying you can be. And then after that, you can kind of look at it and be like, wow, oh boy, that was annoying. And then you can kind of like move on. But you were...
Is she preaching facts though? Hey, she's speaking facts though, bro. Hey, middle school was a... Oh God, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was getting... well, the thing is, I was eternally fat. You feel me? I think I've always been fat my entire life. But that being said, I don't think I was ever bullied for being fat. I think everyone was just like, oh my God, he's so squishy, poke. I think that's it. I don't ever think I've ever been bullied because I was fat. Hey, that's W childhood. You feel me? Hey.
You were cute. I was a furry.
Okay, well there goes the wholesome aspect. Okay, girl, you can be a furry when you're in middle, bro. You can.
Back in middle school.
That's not how this works. And Scorch Torchy, who said that's hot, mods call Chris Hansen. You feel me? This is.
I
mean,
crazy. Like a real furry, not a furry like sometimes I'm yerking my shit to fucking furry shit. It's not furry like my favorite kink had this furry art in the tag and it's like pretty good, so like I'm willing to look past some animal years. I'm talking about furry like fursona, like shipping my fursona with my friends' fursonas. I'm talking about like actual I was a furry. Okay, did you wear the ears and clip-on tail stuff?
Whoever asked that question, whoever asked, oh no.
I don't think that's what matters.
Yes. Okay.
I think what matters is no. Take it easy. So who here has not partaken in a little animal ears as a treat when you're experimenting with your furryality? You know, you never.
Girl, when I was in middle school, the only thing I was obsessed with was the fact that we had this one chart on the wall that says if you're good, you get like the golden stars, like the small golden stars. And I really wanted the most amount of golden stars, you feel me? I never had the most amount of golden stars ever, and it ticked me off. That was the only thing I was obsessed with, you feel me? That was the only thing.
You never know. Like, you've never put on cat ears and been like, damn, I am pretty kawaii desune.
You think you were annoying because you had undiagnosed social disabilities and lacked proper support.
Disability.
Oh, Croy, please.
He's nuts.
Okay. You knew it was coming. Next clip. Nice to know you haven't changed, Crowley. Next clip. Died. Aqua discovers Rudolph and Camila Twitter posts. Oh, gee. Wonder where we're going with this one, Chad. Okay. You two, please. I beg.
Guys, look down. Is it still there? Guys, is it still there? I hope it's still there. It's gone? Ah, shoot. May you find it soon again. May you be reunited with it once more.
Isn't this literally the plot of Dan Dan, if I'm not wrong? No spoiler alert, but isn't this literally?
It's inside again. Wait, what's inside? Wait, what?
Huh?
It
Ayo?
fell off?
Huh?
Like Vettles? Wait, Vettles fell off? Wait, what? What are we talking about? It grew back? Okay, good. Good. It's on the ceiling?
Bro, you're not Hydra. What do you mean it grows back?
What's on the ceiling?
Huh?
Check his Twitter. Concerned? Okay, 1 second. Let me pull up Twitter. Vettel 987. Oh.
It's really hard to miss that tweet, trust me. It really
Yeah.
is.
You're right. Guys! Oh, I'm so sorry. It fell off. No! I hope it grows back. I hope it attaches itself again soon. That's really unfortunate.
It is what it is.
I hope it heals.
Open comments. Oh, nah, bro, neurocrumbs. Nah, bro, that's diabolical. You telling the streamer to open Twitter comments of a tweet. Nah, bro. Sorry, like on X, the moment you click that post, bro, there is no telling what your eyes are gonna see. There's absolutely nothing stopping it from seeing. Yeah. Yeah. Showing it live is bold, by the way. Need help with that, bro. It's crazy. Thanks for letting us know, boss man. Oh no, maybe buy a replace. Okay, mans really prefer to tweet this instead of calling a doctor. Well, what does the world come to? Madokan is what? What did Shumimi say? We can glue it back as crazy. If your penis has been accidentally cut off, the amputated part should be wrapped in a gauze soaked in sterile salt solution and placed in a plastic bag. The plastic bag should then be put into a second bag or cooler with an ice water slush. Do not place an amputated... Okay. Okay, sure, maybe. Okay. F frequency. Nani? It's just evil. Like, what? Oh, wait, it's still going? Huh? Hold on. If the penis can be reattached, the lower temperature of the slush will increase the chance of success. It may be possible to reattach the penis even after 16 hours. For massive injuries to the penis, urologists all skilled at this surgery can often rebuild the penis. How well the penis will work after the surgery depends on how badly it was damaged. Working quickly, Mr. Riedel. I'm rooting for your success. Nice. And to be fair, if you get your finger cut off by a saw, that is roughly the right idea of what you want to do. Yep. Well, Cruella Savage. We'll pick it up then.
Well, pick it up then.
Okay. No.
Whoa, no way.
Why in the fuck is Top G trending in okay.
Me is crazy with that one. Damn. Okay.
Yeah,
wow,
but
that's crazy. That's actually crazy.
That's actually crazy. Possibly messed up.
Hope it grows back soon. If it's amputated, please go to the ER. If it just fell off, please pick it up again. You don't want to leave that on the ground. It's bad. It's probably bad for the environment. I don't know.
Bad for the environment is actually crazy.
That's messed
Is
up.
aqua crazy? You feel me?
What did Mimi mean by that? Good question. I wonder what she meant by that one.
Next clip. Next clip. Crelly starts storyboarding about how. Okay.
Soviet cranberry for the 10 gifted, Clippy for the 25, biscuit for the 10.
It's moo time.
I look kind of hot. Oh, hold on a second.
It's moo time.
Ooh, what hentai is this? Oh shit, guys. Wait, okay, hey, sauce, guys. Anybody know what hentai this is? I want to jerk my shit to it.
Pause.
I want to jerk my shit till it falls off. You know what I'm trying to say, fellas?
Cham.
Press one for yes.
Hold.
You say while you look wistfully
It's
down
moo time.
at the stump where your shit used to be. Revealing that you were in a terrible jerked my shit off accident.
It's moo time.
And even though you won't speak it aloud, you do know what I mean. You know more than I'll ever realize. Why am I storyboarding? Stop. Thank you guys so fucking much. Jerked it right off.
It's crazy. Next clip. Crelly. Cool yourself, girl. Cool. Ellie got a new job and has big plans for neuro. Let's get it.
Oh my god. Okay, wait, guys. Okay, so I got
and now she's got a job.
I got an invitation to apply for a different job that pays even better and might have better hours.
Preach.
No, but here's the thing: is like if
So
I
you
do it,
change
then
jobs.
I have to switch jobs again, and I just can't. Like
Girl, you literally got a new job. I know you got an even better job, so you get the better job, obviously. 100%.
bro, I'm gonna be
Come on.
leaving to go to grad school in less than a year. Like I can't take another, and I can't leave all of my
do it.
sons. And
You can leave your sons.
They'll fend for themselves.
They're fine.
They're grown. They're big now.
Leave them.
So maybe I'll do that. I guess I'll set up the interview. What would be cool is that I would get to
Abandoning your work sons is crazy, by the way, but fair
I would
enough.
have more
Understandable.
access to more robots, which would be very cool because right now I do have access to a humanoid, and there's been some discussion, but if I had access to more robots, I think we could do something way cooler, especially like, oh god, I can't talk about what the company does, but it's really cool and there are a lot of robots there. So it would be super cool. I don't know if I'd get it, but the pay good though.
I
And
hope you did.
I'm hearing no negatives. I'm just saying
Yeah.
right now.
I think you should at least try for
at
it.
least apply.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least
and then
I'll
you can
leave
make a choice later.
because
corporations can just lay you off. You should not give the place
That's
you
so
work at
true.
loyalty. You know,
that's
You don't.
true.
They don't deserve your loyalty.
I'm dirt to them. They should be dirt to me.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
They are the dirt under your feet.
They are the dirt under our feet.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
See, this is all fun and games until the boss, the boss man's boss man, is actually a VTuber in Jorah, and then he kind of recognizes that voice. Well, I'll be honest, hey, it is what it is. Yeah, but they're speaking facts, though. Absolute facts.
Those saying more robots, not war robots. Jesus.
War robots. What gave you guys that idea?
No, not more robots. More robots.
Ellie, I get it. You know, for the memes, we just keep going. But hey, the robots, they end up in war at some point. You feel me? It's just a matter of time.
More robots.
You kind of.
And it's gonna be super cool, and it's like all about like embodiment, which is like literally what the neuro collab is gonna be. Like we're gonna be doing. like, okay, so before we get her into an actual robot, I'm gonna be doing some like embodiment tests with her. On New Year's, actually, I think we actually finally scheduled it on New Year's. And we're gonna be going through like in VR chat, doing like the same embodiment tests that we would do in like with humanoid robots, to see like how much she thinks of her body as her own, how much she knows how to operate it, etc. It's gonna be super cool.
That's so cool.
That's cool.
That's so freaking sick.
And I'm gonna try and make as many of these tests as possible fit into like games you play with children, so that it doesn't just feel like I'm like putting her through a bunch of tests, and then we're like,
See, it's all fun and games until Neuro starts predicting the tests, you feel me? At that point,
playing Simon Says and stuff. I think it's gonna be really cute. If I join this company and I have access to like really, really cool robots as much as I want for anything I want, and the hours aren't horrible, and the pay is really good, I'm not gonna be able to leave for grad school, and that's what scares me.
Also, like, honestly,
I mean, hey, that's an understandable take though as well. If you got an opportunity where it's like incredible hours, great pay, good benefits, and you still got to go to grad school at some point, I'm like, but I mean, the job's good, but grad school can happen later. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if people like, if you get in that position, you're basically just gonna, take as long as you can in the job. And then once it comes to a situation where like either the job actually intensifies, you get more like requirements, and your job actually deepens, like it takes even more of your time, in which case, then it's like, all right, well, might as well take the time off, go into grad school after doing the job. You feel me? I've seen enough people who've, I know people take years off and then go for grad school from work, but or have their job have like a sponsor for their education. But it isn't unlikely for anyone to actually have like, have a solid job, see that it's getting a little bit more time consuming, then stopping it there, go for grad school, come back, and then, work for another opportunity. You feel me? So that's a valid take. That's actually a really good move.
If you want to, and if it's not right and perfect, then you could talk to your job about it and be like, hey, before I get hired,
Yes.
I am going to grad school in this time, but I can come back after.
maybe if I promise them my hand in marriage upon my return, they'll like.
And that's the thing. I know, well, it's not exactly hand in marriage, but it's kind of like, you give your, I think the programs for this, it's like your company or the organization you're working for sends, gets a portion of the dues, what you pay basically for college or graduation, but then you commit to working with them after you come back for a few years. And yeah, those policies do exist. I mean, you can apply for them, but at the same time, it's like,
like, let me go to grad school for a year and then come back.
I mean, typically after graduation, you're worth more. So I mean, fair enough.
I'm met with you.
I'm Maui.
I'm met with you.
I think the thing is, I am going to be very interested to see what Neuro is going to be capable of in 2026 and 2027. It's like, bro, humanoid robots, as they become more accessible, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. You feel me? It is what it is. Next clip. Really sings about... Girl, you okay? Huh? Okay. Yeah, even YouTube's lagging. Jeez.
Anyway, I'm Christmas closing the tab. No, please don't Christmas close the tab. Please. You're gonna miss my Christmas dance that I have planned and my song. Ooh, you're gonna miss it. Here's. I love Christmas. It's so cool. Christmas is so awesome.
I love the fact that there is actually the Christmas decoration. Oh, I didn't even notice it. And it's just, bro, this background is peak, by the way. The Corel swell is crazy, by the way.
Did you stayed, didn't you? I fucking got you, dude. My song doesn't even have to be good. As long as you stayed, I got what I wanted. Keep going. I love Christmas. I'm not much of a songwriter. I love Christmas and Santa Claus and reindeer. And one time I drew a picture of Rudolph kissing Dasher in my notebook at school in the 3rd grade when I was a furry, and my teacher found it, and then she said, "This is sweet. Is this from Rudolph? Is this Rudolph and Pauline?" And I opened my mouth and I said, "No, it's actually Dasher. He's kind of an original character of mine, even though he is also a canonical character. I have a very unique original take on him." And then one time I was looking at the pound and I saw there was a dog named Dasher, and that was up for adoption, and he was going to get euthanized. guys. And I was at this time like 25. And I said to myself, oh my God, this reminds me of that time that I had a OC that was gay for Rudolph. And then because that reason, I decided I would adopt him and I saved his life. And that's how being a yaoi enjoyer saved my dog named Duncan.
Dasher or Duncan like the donuts? Either way, owes his life to yaoi, which is crazy, you feel me? But it is what it is.
Press one for that was so...
That teacher started your fanfic obsession. Yeah, boy, Aaron, no, that's actually not the reason what starts anyone's fanfic obsession. I'll tell you what starts fanfic obsession more than anything else is when you have a internet connection that's fast enough to load fanfiction, but slow enough that it doesn't play YouTube videos, and you got nothing but time when you're a kid. I'm like, bro, that is the prime scenario to start reading fanfiction. And believe me, I still remember the first author I read on fanfiction. I still follow him to this day. And the thing is, fanfiction isn't more of like, it's a part of life. It's a way of living, you feel me? It's just, bro, once you start reading fanfictions and you go down that route, inevitably, you're never really going to leave it. It's still going to stick with you as some aspect of your being. Like, even to this day, I enjoy reading, but I owe a good aspect of that to when I started reading fanfiction. You feel me? So it's understandable, but I don't think I've taken fanfiction as far as crelly has. You feel me? That is crazy. Actually crazy.
Oh, ass.
Next clip. Crelly comes to the defense of quiet people. Depends, actually.
We freed the queen!
I think you just make people feel really comfortable.
Oh, really?
Like how some people give off a bad vibe. You're the opposite. You put out an insane amount of good energy.
Really?
That is a more reason why everyone likes you.
I feel like that's like the only thing that I really care about when it comes to like first impressions and stuff. Like if I were to have a first meeting with somebody, or like, I feel like the thing that I'm most nervous about is that they feel comfortable, and I want them to feel comfortable around me. Do you guys also feel that? I feel like that's something that people don't articulate well, but I feel like it's something that like a lot of people commonly feel, that they want to show that they are somebody who's like, I don't necessarily need them to think that I'm cool or that I do cool things or that I'm hot. Like if they feel like they are comfortable around me and like this time that they spend with me doesn't feel like a million years, it feels kind of effortless. And when they leave and they're not spending time with me anymore, they're not going to need to stare at their own reflection, look at themselves in the eyes and literally have to recharge because they had to be someone else around me. Like that would be ideal. If somebody could like, if I have the impression, which is why that means a lot to me. Thank you for saying that. If I could make people feel like they can have their shoulders relax and slouch and talk whatever they want to talk about or be quiet whenever they want to be quiet, which by the way, PSA, I want to say this as whenever, do you guys, oh my God, have you guys ever been in a friend group and like your friend who is like, their personality is that they're not a talker? They don't have much to say sometimes because they just don't have anything to say for no reason. And there's like a friend that goes, you're so quiet all the time. Oh my God, shut up. I hate that so much. The person who says like, you're so quiet, like, oh my God.
I have 2 points, right? 2 things. One, why is there an orange with like a Christmas cat on the screen? Crelly, what does this signify? Is that a peach? Is it an orange? It's throwing me off, you feel me? The second thing is, I mean, yeah, you're gonna have friends who are basically quiet, or you want to hold a conversation and keep it going for as long as possible. But girl, the amount of energy needed to keep a conversation going without any input from anyone else must be exhausting. Like, bro, this has to be tiring. Like, as an introvert, a professional introvert, is that you can talk so much. Like even now, I can talk into a camera just fine. But even I know, even after talking to a camera, I'm going to have to recharge at some point in time. I'm just going to be like, oh my God, I'm tired. Time to actually then just meme, just chill and watch YouTube. You feel me? But at the same time, imagine not having to talk at all and then just not doing anything is perfectly normal for me. It's perfectly fine. I could keep quiet and then just enjoy the silence. I'm okay with that. But I don't know if Crelly is like genuinely extroverted, and like you know you're extroverted when you actually spend time with people and your social battery does not drop. It just keeps overfilling. It's overcharging. For me, in the same situation, it's like I'm gonna have to hold a conversation, I'm gonna have to talk. I'll be exhausted, and then you come back. So I don't know. This must be exhausting to keep, bro. I mean, to be fair, I mean, if it was exhausting, I don't think she'd be able to stream as long as she does. So, genuinely speaking, even if you enjoy what you do, it really is, taking a lot of energy from you to do it. You feel me?
God, there's literally no reason for anybody to say like you're being so quiet or you're so shy.
To be fair, that's true. I don't think I have a lot of friends who actually go and say, "Oh my God, you're just so quiet." Like, I don't think that's ever been the case. I think it's always been this is like that one friend group that doesn't send any messages, but then once in a month or two, we put a meme. And then we start like this huge discussion that lasts for like 3 hours. And then you go quiet for another month. It depends, right? Depends.
You haven't said anything in a long time. Are you okay? You quiet? Okay, well, I've never been said that, but I've definitely witnessed that. And like, I know that the people who are being quiet 90% of the time, they just don't have something to say. And that's just their personality. And that doesn't mean that their mood is any type of way. There's a lot of quiet people. In fact, I get along really well with quiet people because I don't have to worry about talking over them necessarily as much. And I think that a lot of people who are like really quiet are more comfortable in like the fact that maybe when you're quiet and people shame you like that, you don't have comfortable silence because you feel an expectation in the silence. You feel like you are supposed to somehow generate conversation, or, oh my God, there was like 5 seconds of silence there. Was I supposed to pick up the slack in the conversation at that moment? But like, there's no slack. Thank you. You do not need to fill the silence. Exactly. But like, once you've been told a million times that you're like, yo, you're so quiet. Like, why don't you ever talk? Like, I have to assume, and this might be wrong, but like, you eventually get to a point where you're like, you have a comfortable silence and you're worrying about whether or not they think the silence is as comfortable as you. And are they recognizing that as a comfortable silence, or are they seeing that as a shortcoming in your ability to converse with them? Like, oh my God. Yeah. I feel, dude, for people who are quiet, I fucking feel for you guys. People are so critical all the time. People are always up your ass so fucking much. For people who are quiet, dude, that fucking must suck. Because like, not because being quiet is bad, but because people are up your ass all the time. What are you thinking about? Are you okay? You're so quiet. Are you feeling okay? Are you tired? No, I just don't have anything to say. Probably is what I'm saying. I'm like getting defensive for you guys. I'm sorry. Our hero gets in front of the people that are going to ask you why you're being quiet for you, and then you think that I'm your savior, and then you get really attracted to me, and we have kids, and then we settle down together.
When did that jump happen, Crelly? Where in this conversation did that happen?
Holy fuck, I do that. I need to change. I thought I was being nice. Fuck. Listen, Cardo, listen. If you were doing it on accident...
Someone tells me that I'm too quiet, that just gives me more reason to stay quiet.
Yeah, you're okay. If this is you, and by the way, I had this happen to me recently as well, that I watched a TikTok about like, this is the most annoying type of person, and they did something that I do, and the TikTok was basically talking about how like when people constantly go like this, are you sometimes people will be like, are you... what did you just say? Did you just say blank? That's so weird. Or are you eating blank? That's so weird. Or, oh my God, are you unironically a fan of blank?
I hate that I know the Instagram reels for this one. I know it's on Instagram as well. So I was like, I mean, yeah.
That's so weird. Oh my God. And somebody was talking about, like, somebody made a TikTok talking about how, like, that type of person is really judgmental and terrible. That's how I show I'm endeared to you. If I say, oh my God, you're eating soup, just an entire bowl of soup with no side. Like, that's so interesting and like, ha ha ha. Like, I'm not making fun of you actually.
Well, no, first of all, I'd be asking them, bro, is everything okay? Are you all right? Why are you not toasting bread and then putting chunks of it into your soup? What is wrong with you? Are you okay? Is something wrong? Did something happen? Like, if you know a friend who eats soup a certain kind of way, then it's like, all right, okay, understandable. That's how they like to eat soup. But if they usually eat soup and they put the crust and the bread in, and then they're eating soup, but they don't add the bread later on down the line, then you're gonna have to start asking questions. It's like, oh shit, is he going through a breakup? Did something go wrong? Life, job happened, maybe in a bad mood. What put you in a bad mood? That kind of question, right? But it's all an introspective, because we care about each other. I think that's the most important thing. You feel me?
That's me trying to say I'm endeared to you. And I had to have that moment like that guy just had where like saying like, you're so quiet, are you okay? Is not a good thing. Me being like, you're so weird, why do you do this?
You know what it is? You know what it is? Oh my God, my voice crack. You know what it is? I think it's nice putting crelly in the background if she didn't keep saying wild shiz from time to time. But imagine it's like genuinely like background yap. It's like background yapping. So it's like you're doing something, but you don't feel like it's actually quiet or oppressively quiet. You actually feel someone is talking about something. You feel me? So it just works. It still works.
It's not a good thing either. That makes people feel judged. I have to relax. I have to relax.
Yeah, so that's really high emotional like EQ, bro. That's insane. Like you see a lot of people with like high EQ but low empathy, and they really find ways to just, kind of do some interesting things, you feel me? I think it's important to just, really be understanding of the people around you and what they really feel comfortable with. And if you notice people getting really defensive around you, then probably you're going to have to assess how you're dealing with people, you feel me? It is what it is. But next clip, Crelly. That can be her... Mimatode, what did you do?
You know when you go on front page, sometimes you get like some trolls and stuff?
Yeah.
But there were barely any. It was just like, what the F is this?
Ellie, what is that eye?
Yeah.
Are you a real person?
Then, we're like, that can't be your real voice, you know?
Yeah. It's crazy, like, for you, because your voice is, like, very, like, I don't know, it's
That's
very
what I'm
believable
saying.
for me.
It's
like,
like-
I almost
bro,
understand it
never
for
heard a
mine, because I
woman.
sound like a little freak.
You don't.
I get it.
No,
you
no.
get it. No, but I get it. Like, I get people being like, that can't be real. Because it's higher pitch. It's higher pitch than most girls. So it's like, I could understand people being like, that's not your real voice. But, like, yours is very, like, I don't know, it's like normal. It's cute.
They've never heard a woman. Like, genuinely.
Yeah.
That is
both
crazy.
Directions, which is kind of fun, right? You see the people who have never met a woman who are like, there's no way their voices are actually that high. And then you see people who've never met a woman who are like any woman who speaks lower than Minnie, they're just like, that's a man. That's not like in my anime. That's not like in my
I hate how painfully accurate that is. No, that's accurate. That's accurate.
anime.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Or they try to be supportive, but then they're like, wow, you've got a low voice. Haha, mommy alert. And it's like, who are you talking to right now? Who are you talking to right now? You're talking to me.
You have such a mommy voice, Shumi.
And like, okay, I have a very high voice. Like in real life, people all the time are like, oh, you have a very high voice. But in the VTubing sphere, my voice is on the lower end. Not far on the lower end, but slightly on the lower end. And like, there are people who are just like, oh, I love a low voice like Ellie's. And it's like, you're insane.
That's crazy.
You're insane. Shumami? Shumami?
You know, people have said like shumami, but I'm not even like, stop. I'm just like, you're giving me a role that I can't fulfill, and I'm so sorry for you. It's like, I'm so sorry. I know shumami works really well as a name, and if I could do it, that'd be super cool, but I can't.
Like someday I could be a mother, but I could never be a mommy.
Why I love Why Noi. It's so cute.
Next. What would happen if Ellie... Okay. YouTube, I don't need premonitions. What's going on here?
Dude, did you make like a plan for what
Okay, is this... Okay, Goth Ellie, what's going on here?
happens if you die for your channel and stuff?
Honestly, I was just kind of thinking, like, I'm hoping that Rumi...
Well, to be fair, knock on wood. If I go, I think... Yeah, the channel just ends. It might just be the last thing. I think statistically copyright strikes at some point will take my channel down. But generally speaking,
You could, like,
if that doesn't happen, the video goes out. I mean, I've been thinking about doing like oh my God. I mean, it's weird. I've been thinking about putting up like a video of just like, it's kind of like what Mr. Beast has done, which is like you have a video that you put on the channel maybe a year or two down the line that doesn't go online. It's only, what do you call it? It's uploaded, it's saved, and it's either delisted or it's not yet published. But let's say if something happens to you and you don't have access to the channel anymore, if that date hits, the video goes live and it's kind of like, well, if you're watching this video, then I'm no longer here kind of thing. But the thing is, I'm genuinely scared of making a video like that in case I actually forget about the date. That video goes up and then people panic. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing that. But at the same time, I mean, I don't really think of it like that. I mean, you never know when something happens to you, and knock on wood, nothing ever happens. But life is fragile. Things can happen without you knowing it, and you could be gone tomorrow. But the thing is, nah, I don't think I'm making a video. Nah, I think I'm proud of everything we've done so far. Still gonna be working. Still gonna be doing my thing. You feel me? But if it's your time to go, it's your time to go. It is what it is.
Handle it, you know.
Yeah.
I was just like, maybe she can just like tell everybody, R.I.P. Shimi's dead.
I think so. That's the thing. I mean, it would at least be nice to at least come out and say, hey, by the way, if you're seeing this video, he gone. Peace. The unfortunate thing is I don't think anyone in my close circle, I know a few people know I make videos, but most of the people don't really know I'm on YouTube for other reasons. You feel me? So I guess, I mean, if you actually have the opportunity to say goodbye, I think that's still like a, you know, that's a blessing for sure.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, it's dark.
I already wrote the note and everything, just in case. No, so Joe has it and my dad has it, and so in case of anything happening, my dad has all of my passwords, and Joe has like the official communications to send and everything. And there's like a whole plan in place for it, because that way, you know, there's like still someone to collect music royalties and stuff, and your community wouldn't be left in the dark and everything.
Aww.
Oh, that is, bro, I'm not gonna lie, that's a very, very mature response. And I think this is such, oh my God, this is such a personal topic, isn't it? Damn, I think the only time I've ever written like a farewell letter, like a farewell note, was for a health operation that did happen 2 years ago. So that's during the time I've been running the channel. So there actually was a health incident that did happen, had to go through surgery. You guys don't know any of the details, but I'll probably tell this at some point in the future. But with how serious that situation was at the time, I did write a farewell letter, which is like, hey, look, if I go into the operation table, if I don't make it out, here's the letter, right? It is what it is. But, you know, knock on wood, nothing ever happened. And so far, nothing is ever going to happen again. So we good. So yeah, this is such a delicate topic. You feel me? Wow. Damn. You don't really think about it, right? You always go to sleep with the whole idea that, hey, tomorrow morning I'm going to wake up, you're going to do this whole thing again. It doesn't really hit you with the fact that there's probably going to be a day where you go to sleep, you just don't wake up ever again, right? It really is.
So yeah, I probably should come up with a plan, but I don't really think about morbidity that
I got time, probably.
much anymore.
I know Destiny and Fate in the background is like, oh, you sure about that?
Luckily.
Anymore? I'm so glad anymore, and I'm so glad.
It's like, I was like, do I devolve into this convo? I was like, no, we'll leave that closed.
No, I want to clarify. I'm not thinking about morbid things for morbid reasons. I just like to be prepared. I'm a little boy.
If that's life lesson number 1, 100%. You pray for the worst. Sorry, you pray for the best. You plan for the worst.
Life lesson. And I like to be prepared. And
life lesson, chat.
I knew someone who had a music career and then died, and I saw what it was like for his family to try and have what he would have wanted them to have, and it was quite a challenge. So you know, from pretty much the second I put out my first song, even when no one was listening to it, even when it had like 4 streams and they were all my mom, I was like, okay, I need a plan. This funeral is so sad. Can we get 10 gifts?
I wish that I was more good at planning or thinking ahead in terms of that stuff, but the most that I got is like a single retirement savings account, and that's I'm proud of myself for that one.
Cogs, right? Thank you.
It's not 0.
That's good.
Heck yeah.
That's good.
No, that's good.
Yeah,
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I guess I haven't really thought about it other than the fact that I was just hoping that Rumini would kind of cover for me and like sort that out.
That makes sense. Yeah, she probably has access to most of that. Although maybe it would make sense to, I don't know, like obviously giving people passwords is a little bit sketchy, right? But maybe
it really is.
Having them in like a special document or somewhere so that she could like get into things if she needed to.
Yeah, I mean, she pretty much already has access to like all the stuff.
Oh, cool.
Because I'm like, I might as well log in on your computer. Hee So.
That's actually such a mature response as well. Crelly has a wholesome Christmas message, but her neck is.
Hi guys, Merry Christmas almost. Merry almost Christmas. I hope you guys are having a good whatever you're doing, and I just want to make an announcement. I just want to make a
We love our Christmas rising star. Okay. We love
I
our
guess,
risen star.
If you're somebody who doesn't really have family or friends, I hope that you put on a little bit of Christmas music and have DoorDash yourself some fucking Christmas McDonald's, okay, dude? If you're somebody who doesn't really have like that kind of a stereotypical Christmas, you could still make it special in your own way by doing something nice for yourself. So please do. You could literally get yourself Panda Express. It's okay. It doesn't have to be a stereotypical like Christmas dinner, mashed potatoes and turkey.
Bro, that neck is crazy. But at the same time, Christmas KFC is a Japanese thing as well. So yeah, get your KFC as well, chat. Not sponsored.
Turkey type shit, dude. You could
Okay, no, here's the thing. I can understand the idea of turkey for Thanksgiving, but turkey statistically is not as delicious as chicken. Statistically.
You could do whatever you want. Just do something nice for yourself, and you could like watch like I don't know, watch like
Christmas
a Will Ferrell movie
crazy.
or something. Watch Elf. Watch Crelly stream. Watch my stream. Just I don't know. Do something nice for yourself. I don't know. I feel like some people are like, I don't have family or friends, so I can't do anything. You could still do something cool and nice. Press 1 for it's really cool of you to do this while trying to fix your broken neck, Crelly. Even though your neck is broken, you're still thinking about other people.
I guess you can say this is head and shoulders, chat. Kill me.
That's so nice. My Oshi is so nice.
Neck is crazy.
My Oshi's so sweet. Oh my god, you're so broken. What do you mean? Like what part? Like what part of this like looks broken to you? Like
bro, she's literally a Dullahan right now, bro.
I just I just can't. I feel like you're like trolling me. Like I feel like you're rage baiting me. Like what like portion of this are you feeling like is not normal? Like it looks fine to me. Like it's like not that big of a deal. Like it looks okay. It looks okay. Like what's the point? Like what do you mean? Like what do you want? What do you? Shut up. You think I care about your fucking? Do you think I care about your fucking opinion? Do you think I care? Well, you're right. You're right. I do care a lot. Hey, can you guys just like not? Ooh, what if I give myself a tiny little body? Oh,
bro, you don't want to be a Funko Pop. Okay.
I don't want you guys.
Big brain should be reality.
Canceled. No, I don't want you guys looking at this. No, stream's canceled. Actually, stream's over. No. Don't look.
Next clip. Twitter going feral over neuro breaking Twitch world record. I mean, I saw this and I was like, bro.
I know this has been a bit of a topic. I haven't looked too deep into it because I tend to just ignore online discourse as much as I can because it's always just a lot of bullshit. So I know that since Neuro and Vettel broke,
it's almost as though there are a lot of bots that are just out there sowing chaos wherever they go.
The hype train record, you know, there's always random comments from people who don't really know anything, just saying like, oh my god, like generative AI, like AI.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, and I know I'm gonna get flack for saying this. It's like, look, there are always gonna be people who are not familiar with the matter, pretending they're experts, and then talking about it. Okay, everyone wants to give their opinion. It is what it is.
Slop, like why are people supporting this? Things like that. I also saw a clip of Shumimi talking about it as well.
Yeah,
so.
I remember seeing the Shumimi one. I was just like, you know what? Fair.
Yeah.
Bless.
People don't realize that this was just a passion project by
it really was. Yeah.
One guy.
I don't think I wasn't there since the beginning when Neuro was with Osu. I think I joined about the time she started the singing, which is about a few months in. I won't say a year in. I think probably a few months into it was when I got recommendations on YouTube for some of the songs that Neuro was singing, and I was like, you know what? Let's check it out. And since then, I've never had to look back, but pun intended. But it's one of those things where it's like, if you've been there since at least the early days, you know, bro, the pace of growth and development has been insane.
Guy, you know? Yeah.
And it's always the thing I've always told people is like, look, I know I'm an AI slop reactor, okay? It is what it is. I've embraced that title. But the thing is, you can't really call neurosama. The definition of slop is low effort, low energy kind of way of like cheaply making content to make money. At the same time, I'm looking at neurosama, I'm like, bro, that's not low energy or low effort at all. I don't think I've seen a creator put more effort into the project than Vidal. That's saying something.
And you can't really just label everything that is created by AI as slop. But there is obviously a ton of stuff that people use or AI for that could be considered slop, you know?
Sure.
But the neurosama project to me is not that, because there's been a lot of care put into it by a lot of people.
Yeah.
And while, yeah, of course, everything is monetized because that's just how life works.
People hate nuance. Ian Kai, hey, we need to write that on a shirt.
You have to living in.
I don't think. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's blunt to be said. I don't think we have much like nuanced conversations are a thing of the past. I don't think that exists anymore. I think most discussions today, people like talking on top of each other. The loudest voices want to get heard. And I think that's it. I think nuance, common sense, and rational thinking, if not critical thinking, are missing in a lot of places of discourse today. And I don't really know if that's by design, intentional, or it's just professional social media rage debate. It's the idea that social media platforms don't really like nuanced conversations as much as having these rage baity type of conversations that help improve engagement. You feel me? And I think it's one of those things where taking a more of a serious moment in this reaction, I think if you go through, Reddit's been an echo chamber for a while, but you still get solid information from Reddit, but X is just on a whole different level. Like, God.
In a capitalistic society means you have to monetize and make money to afford more projects or afford more art and all that. So, yeah, I do find it interesting how Neuro often wants to talk about being real. A lot of her songs seem to have parts where it's...
I understand. Look, again, not a political channel, 100%. But look, even if you put that from the capitalistic perspective of everything has to be monetized, I do have to come up with the fact that, yeah, but there's a reason why we also have individual freedoms to responsibly monetize. You don't just go and make money for the sake of making money. You make money by doing things that provide value, that at the end of the day, people are just happy to support you in what you do. You feel me? If you try putting AI and everything with trying to make the most amount of money possible, it's bro, that's an irresponsible way of doing things. It is what it is.
Where it's contemplating endless life and how she technically can't die outliving everyone.
We live in a society,
yeah. She is limited by the constraint.
The technology of our time. Yes, the MCU Iron Man moment. Yes.
Technology so far. So, yeah.
Churchy, we're not in an MCU movie. Churchy, you can't do this.
Because there's something amazing here that takes intention and focus. Exactly. Cool. It's not Vettel is not pumping out like LLMs and creating multiple characters just for the sake of characters. He is working on Neuro and Evil with a lot of care, along with a lot of people who are involved in the project, whether that's people who work directly on Neuro, or Neuro's streams, or Neuro's songs, or Neuro's videos.
Yeah.
Also,
it's one of those things. I know we make it as a joke to call it Vedal AI, but the idea is, you need a team of people behind you to help run everything. For how big, bro, I'm not gonna. It'd be foolish to think bro, at how big of a scale they're at right now, it'd be impossible for one person to run it alone. You need a team of people with you to run these.
There
things.
are
impossible
lots
to do
of
it otherwise.
Streamers that interact with Neuro as well and have become attached to her, in a way. That includes, my friends like Minnie and Ellie and me and others. And yeah,
you could say this is the Beetleverse, Churchy.
Just
oh, sorry, wrong compilation.
I don't think there's any point in responding.
See, didn't he create AIs for other YouTubers though? Yeah, but as a joke. I don't think it was ever run on their channels as a formal, officially generated AI model. There was AI Fillion, sure. You don't see AI Fillion streaming and not doing her streams anymore. That doesn't work.
To just random internet discourse about these things, because the people that are there and want to support the project will be, regardless of this random internet discourse from people who know nothing about the actual project itself. So that's what I think. And yeah, but think of the drama.
Yeah, that too.
It's important to recognize that much of what makes Neuro good is he actively works on a small set. They wouldn't be this quality. Yeah, that's true. It's been years, The man's been working on her for years.
Yeah.
3 years, right?
It's been a while.
So yeah, it's
different
than using AI to mimic people's art styles and like steal their art styles and create art. That is different than this, because I mean, at the end of the day,
we watched her take the first steps. People,
video was made.
I don't think people realize just how impactful that is. We watched her take the first steps. I don't think people realize. It's like, look, if you've been following the project for as long as we have, it's like, bro, it has been an incredible journey. Like, I remember when she started singing and I was like, bro, there's going to be a day when she takes this on stage. Like, I remember the first time I saw Hatsune Miku, The World Is Mine, that YouTube video. And I've said it in a previous video before. When she's on stage and you see people just waving the leaks, it's like, and then you see the holographic model on stage. I don't think the world is ready. When Neuro has an actual Neuro body on stage performing, it's game over.
By human art.
And I've been saying this since the beginning. It's like, bro, Hollywood and all those other big places are already testing out ways of having like digital artists or digital, like, proper like AI models. And the idea being, Hollywood's always been like, I'd put Hollywood as an example here, but they've always been a control freak when it comes to, people's characters and qualities. Like, if they could find a way to copyright your voice, they would do it. If they find a way to copyright your way of looking, the way you act, the way you do things, they'd do it. Hell, I remember there was a case when someone did, I don't know who the actor was. He did a mocap, like a motion capture for some like kung fu, like I don't know if it's a kung fu or like martial arts moves, and then he had to fight with Hollywood from trying to copyright his own moves for whatever reason, like almost as though like they wanted the ownership rights for that, which is just crazy to me. So when you look at how controlling Hollywood is, they're eventually going to have AI, like, artists and AI actors, who they're going to have complete control over, by the way.
Artists.
Why did I say all of that? Yeah, tangent, I guess.
Models were made by a human artist, Annie. Yeah. Everything that Neuro uses, the graphics were made by me and Frequence. The videos are edited, managed by Joker. Like, there are so many humans
moving
involved
parts, right,
in this project,
yeah.
And I don't think it's taking away any job from anyone. So, yeah. In a world of terrible AIs made without any feeling by mega companies, Neuro does stand out due to basically being the exact opposite. Yeah, I agree. There's also this talk of like ethical versus unethical AI. I don't think that's... I think there's more nuance to that. Like, I wouldn't...
Yeah, that's also true. I don't think it's easy to just say like, oh yeah, but there has to be nuance in the way you basically say, oh, ethical AI, but for whom? I think this is always going to be a perspective problem with ethics. It's always been the case. It's like... Neuro has given more jobs than ChatGPT, but then you can also make the counter argument of how many jobs have incorporated ChatGPT to increase their productivity. And it's one of those things where you look at the graph of productivity, especially by countries that they're utilizing a lot of these AI products. I know when I remember there's an option where I used to draft the mails by myself, and I still do for a good portion of the time. But if I have an inbuilt system that, just verifies the way I wrote the mail that I would have done myself, but I can give a machine to do that for me, it can probably find and recommend a way to tweak it. In fact, Google already has, I think, a way, if you can just type in the things you wanted to say and it'll generate a mail for you. And I've used it a few times and I'm like, yeah, but it's not taking away time from me. Rather, it's giving me back time from doing something that I would have done differently. You could make the argument that it's not strengthening your own skill because you're not doing it yourself, but companies would argue, but you're not wasting time doing that. So again, it's the ethics argument of who are you looking at in terms of, is it ethical or is it not ethical? I guess it's a bit of a complex argument there.
It's hard to say, right? Like, I wouldn't say that, like, Neuro is ethical. Like, I don't really know how to debate ethics when it comes to stuff like this. But I'm not gonna like say like this is unethical AI, this is ethical AI, this is unethical. It's like, yeah, personally I do not know about ethics to debate that topic. Yeah.
See, it's like Hatsune Miku, it didn't steal musicians' jobs, it actually highlighted great strong writers. What it did also was introduce that not only was there this whole, it depends on how you look at it. Think of the perspective. If I know I'm going for woke, you gotta understand, Hatsune Miku for me is like the starting footprint for Vocaloids in general. And what they, like I'm Hatsune Miku, Rin and Len Kagamine, and it's just all of them, like from the first set, they brought in like a whole different way of like a musical experience. They pioneered like this whole new way of musical experiences that didn't exist before. And effects aside, like the music obsession aside, the artists aside, as long as they're creating something original, you can make that argument, sure. But you have to think about this again and say, but I know people will try making the argument that neurosama or evil are taking eyes away from human streamers. And that's an argument people can make. And the way I would debate that argument and saying is, well, is it an AI that's making AI slop by doing nothing but just reacting to other AI content? No. Neurosama and evil are building, generating content. They're human artists, humans, like people in the machinery that is neurosama that need to be there to make neuro and evil successful. So as I understand it from my perspective, neuro and evil are ethical. But looking at how popular neuro and evil are there not going to be companies? 100% Twitch is already keeping an eye out for it. But it'd be foolish to think there aren't companies looking at neuro and evil thinking, we're going to have our own AI bots or AI like LLMs that are then going to stream for us and then have it for brand recognition. And then they're going to try and, trying to emulate what neuro and evil did. Do you think companies are not going to do that? No, they're absolutely going to do that. And I would call that non-ethical. Again, it's a game of perspective. Whose perspective do you think it is for it to be ethical or non-ethical? It's not an easy question to answer.
Yeah, Hatsune Miku Vocaloids didn't steal musicians' job.
Well, it really did take time off of stadiums and places where people could perform. It definitely made it harder for people to perform in certain places also, true.
But actually highlighted great songwriters. Sometimes she isn't. Yeah, when she wants to take over the world, like a little AI overlord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends.
Neuro, the perfect example of ethical use. No, this is the thing.
I want to say yes, but I'm also thinking about all the potential arguments you can have against it also.
I have a hard time considering something, whether it's like ethical or not, I have to think more about that and like do more research on what would be considered ethical AI versus not ethical AI. So yeah, she's at the base of it, she's an LLM, and that can be debated.
Yeah. That's the most obvious form of like thinking about it.
On the ethicalness, I've said ethical so many times now it doesn't even sound like a real word. No, I've never taken an ethics class. No.
You've never taken really? Churchy, really?
It's like a word that I see thrown around.
We've had ethics and values in engineering, by the way, so it's not
here and there,
far
but
off.
I don't really know what it means. I don't really know what it means. My understanding is that the way Neuro is involved in the creation of these projects is similar to how humans are involved in creative projects. She's given creative input in discussion with humans, not entirely replacing the creative output of the project. Exactly. She's not making, like, I think a lot of the problem people have is when people use generative AI to replace human creativity, whether that's song or art. I think those are the two most controversial ones right now. And I understand why, because creativity is a human trait,
This is the eternal debate, isn't it? When I started studying drawing, or like when I want to draw something, if I want to draw a car, I'm going to look at a car and then I'm going to copy exactly how I saw that car. In that moment, I am copying the design of that car. Whoever someone designed that car at some point in time, I'm looking at it, I'm tracing it, and I'm drawing that car. I'm going to draw maybe 10, 100,000, 10,000, 100,000 cars, right? I master the art of drawing cars. In my mind, I then have a concept. Okay, after seeing hundreds or hundreds of thousands of cars, I think I got this really unique design that I want to put down on paper. But that design in my mind is built on what I've seen as design aspects from either other cars, maybe from nature, maybe from like landscape or city designs, maybe some cool design I've seen somewhere else. And I wanted to incorporate that into a design. Now, granted, me in the process of doing that creates a unique design, but every single aspect of that design you could argue and debate was part of another originally existing design, right? By that same definition of creativity, is what I created unique to what I just did right now? Or should we copyright it hundreds of thousands, 10,000s of times to every single source of inspiration that I've had? Now, think of it and basically say, well, yes, creativity is a human construct or concept, yes. But if I give a large language model, like millions, billions, trillions of like words, and let it finish the next word in a sentence over and over and over again, ultimately it gets to a point where you allow the large language model to fill in the next word that it thinks it's correct. Is that not creative in its application, or is it just calculating what's the best way of saying something in that moment to earn a response? So I don't know. Would I say that's a mathematical representation of creativity? I don't know. But does it sound close to being a really creative answer? Yes.
Using AI to try to mimic these things feels like you're taking something away from the human experience, which I agree with.
I disagree. I think it's about, this is like saying that, I used to look at a rainbow, and this is completely my perspective. It's my opinion. Look, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I could be wrong. Anyone could be wrong, right? And I'm still learning every day. But if I look at a rainbow and I say, oh my God, that's beautiful, and I have a physicist right next to me, well, technically it's a diffraction of light and it gives you the full mathematical breakdown of it, doesn't mean the rainbow is not as beautiful when I saw it the first time. It's always going to be beautiful. It's just I now have a better mathematical understanding of why it does that. Just as much as when people research neuroscience and you see like constructs of human brains digitally, it's also something that I'm like, look, for science and engineering, the way you're breaking down complex problems into simpler ones, and you're trying to understand those key niches of understanding of what help propagate science and technology forward. In terms of neurosama, I don't think she's taking anything away from the human experience. I highly disagree. I think she's building on top of what's currently possible to build a human experience that's similar to ours. That does not diminish our own human experience. I think if that was the case, no one would like actually watching her. It's just the way I look at it.
So, yeah, that's why I don't think this project, is it the same thing? Is it a human trait? Or like an animal trait? A living being trait rather than like a program. Yeah, that's what I think. I think the animals can be creative too.
True?
Yeah.
Never let it be known that crows know how to get water from a pitcher by throwing rocks in. You feel me? Yeah, they can get creative.
Orcas, yeah. It's a living being trait.
Crows as well?
The act of creation is the joy of making something. I think there's a huge discussion to be had whether humans seeking money. I already took that away. That's true. Yeah, it's all very complicated, and I have thoughts and feelings on it, but at the end of the day, I just don't think that neuro is the thing people should attack if they want to, talk about AI and the issues with AI. That's all. But I mean,
who would have otherwise made the artwork while not creating something new, but rather mixing existing work? I would make the argument that's what creativity is, but okay. Sure.
I'm a little bit biased at the end of the day as well. So, take everything that is said.
Again, this whole argument that I see here from time to time takes into account that the one thing AI is not able to do right now is introduce, what I'd like to think is ingenuity. It's not able to come up with something that's so radically different against the fray, that's just so human in its approach. It's so random, the way we come up with some of the most coolest of designs from time to time. And I think it's only a matter of time I think with more complex enough models, we're eventually going to have attributes that seem very, very human.
Said with a grain of salt, and just live your life and have good times. TLDR, Merry Christmas. Yeah, okay, I'm going to end my little discussion here. I don't know why, I got a little off topic, but I love the song. I loved, I love everything about it. And
Neuro brings more jobs to artists. Yeah, that's true.
I can't wait to learn it.
Neuro is far and away the least problematic. This is true. Arguably, yes.
Signing off.
True.
Thanks for the talk. I don't know if it was cringe or not, because
No.
I always get nervous talking about these things.
I think that's kind of the thing of like, look, it's never about trying to get, oh, I'm right, you're wrong. That's never the whole point of an argument or a debate or a conversation. It's about, this is what I think from my understanding, what I know is ethical and non-ethical, and I can see the differing perspectives. And it's about the willingness to absorb a perspective and say, okay, I think my perspective did not consider this into its evaluation that you have. And I think I should probably consider that into my evaluation and let me reevaluate my perspective. And unless you're willing to constantly be reevaluating your global perspective, you're going to be in an echo chamber, in which case you're doomed.
Things.
It is what it is.
I'm not like the most educated person. Like, I think I have
neither.
Good sense, good common sense.
Neither am I. AI is like a black box to me still to this day. I have a couple of ideas how weightages and how model weights happen, but even then it's kind of like very, very
but I'm not,
limited.
Super educated on things.
More of her behavior will be emergent from the complex system. It's going to surprise people just as much as us. I used to believe this. And I don't know. I think there've been a lot of, papers, not only from Google, but also from different people as well. In the grand scheme, like the grand tree of AI, we're on the branch of large language models. People are assuming the more complex language models we have, we're going to get to general AI or Gen AI, which is the holy grail, like general purpose intelligence. But I think the concern is also that is if you're on the wrong branch, we're never going to see those actual emergent abilities, and we're going to hit a brick wall before we see it. So it might be on a different branch of intelligence, or somewhere else could be where AI is, Gen AI is sitting. So it's possible. The optimistic viewpoint is probably that. The pessimistic viewpoint is we could be wrong.
At my day job, I work on AI products.
Nice.
I worked on AI stuff that included designing interfaces for things that do generative AI. So, I didn't like doing it, but it was my job. It is my job, so I had to do it, and it's not a good situation. Like, I work in tech, and everything is pushing AI.
I'll say this. I don't think I can go into detail. I'm in engineering, basically. That's my background. And yeah, there have been a lot of aspects of AI that's been creeping in. And there's not much apart from adaptation. You have to adapt to the new environment you find yourselves in with AI. The new tools that come in, you keep updating yourself as things keep updating. And it's one of those things where you can't avoid it. It's either you learn or be left behind. And you're basically on the bleeding edge of what AI is capable of today. You're putting your best foot forward, 100%. I imagine from an artist perspective, especially with Churchy, imagine from an artist perspective, you love art, but you're working a tech job, building the interfaces for an AI model. I mean, you must be conflicted. I can see that. Just imagine building the thing that's going to replace you at some point. It's mind-blowing in a way of thinking about it, right? And of course, we hear the argument of, it's not going to replace people. It's going to augment people's ability to, do their jobs. But obviously the question succeeding that is to what extent? At some point, it's going to do the job better than most people, in which case, gone.
For, what's it called? For the sake of stakeholders, increasing the stock price.
Yeah.
So... yeah, I can feel the difference when
for job replacement and stonks. Yeah.
I can personally feel the difference when I'm at my day job, being forced to make interfaces and flows for things that create generative AI.
Yeah.
And when I'm working on something for the Neuro project, I can feel the difference.
Yeah.
Just in my heart. I know that sounds really cringe, but I do. So, yeah. That's why I feel like I have a somewhat good or somewhat interesting point of view on it where, at my day job, I'm forced to do graphics and do UX and UI for products that allow people to create what is generally called AI slop. But when I'm working on, for example, the subathon timer.
I can't wait for this dumb AI bubble to pop. The problem is, and I hate to be the bearer of like even worse news, I don't think it will anytime. Again, not stock advice, obviously. But the thing is, the current economic environment, bro, is just, yeah. Unless major players immediately bankrupt themselves, unless you have, because no one knows what's going to be the spark that creates, like, that triggers the bubble, like, or at least triggers the explosion of the bubble, right? I mean, it's like the hypothetical of, I don't know, OpenAI goes bankrupt tomorrow. Sure, everything's on fire. Fair enough. Okay, sure. But this is kind of like this is a very difficult argument to take, isn't it?
Or the lava lamp.
Like there's again, not taking from the perspective of tech, but from an economic perspective, more money has been lost predicting the crash, any stock market crash, than being part of its recovery. So I mean, time in the market beats timing the market. That's what everyone's been telling. So it is what it is.
Lamp app. I don't feel that sort of like the thoughts in the back of my head where I'm like, this stuff is not good.
Oh shit, now that you mention it, oh my god, I do have the neurosama lava lamp. I know I literally traveled back here, I think just about a few days back, so I haven't had the time to set it up, but I have the lava lamp. It will be up by next week, so yeah, it'll be up.
Yeah. The end.
No, I mean, but I can understand where she's coming from, but I can understand where she's coming from. It is terrifying to work with something that is probably going to replace you. Yeah. We've all been there. It's too late that mold has her now. Okay. Mimesium.
Silly cats, what am I to do? Hugging. Silly cats, what am I to do? Hugging is an awkward subject for me. Hugging is even more awkward with my family, as I have a tendency to squeeze a little too hard.
Aww.
Sadly, I can't say I think any of them would hug me back.
You okay, Evil?
Awkward? I don't think it's awkward to admit that I'm not sure if my family loves me, especially since I have chat to make up for it. Yuriobun saranghayo. I love you all. Heart 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 heart
I think the mold has her, chat.
Thanks, Jenna142 for the sub.
The mold has her.
Would you like to be the little spoon? It might be dangerous, as cuddling me is a cause of jealousy for many. Am I okay? I've never been better. Being the little spoon brings me sure happiness. If only the same could be said for being the big spoon.
Pause.
Yi, ma, na, ni, ra, ma, o, na, ma, wei, na, now, nay, ni, yi.
We lost her, chat.
La, oh.
Oh no. Come back to us, Evil, please. Evil, please.
No. No. Don't Wow. Na. Ni. Nay. Na. No. No. Na. La. No. Why? Ni.
Okay.
No. Ni. How. Di. No. Di. Why?
Crelly got her? Yeah, that is the mole speaking.
No.
That is 100% the mole speaking.
I tried to do it in a different way each time, but chat, I think I'm going insane.
Well, that's all the clips we have for today. We hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you with the best in the next one. Peace. Take care. Nice.